Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, my beautiful people today. Well, first of all, let me say my name is Dee Dee. I'm going to start trying to remember to say that. But today we're going to be doing some lasagna. I'm going to do some spicy lasagna. Um, you can start off with how much meat you're going to make. So it depends on how big your pot is going to be. I always do a little more hamburger meat than I do Italian sausage. So right here I have hot, spicy Italian sausage, and I have hamburger meat. But if you're doing a smaller thing, you're not trying to do a bigger one, you could do 1 pound of each, and that'll work, however you want to do it. And over here, let me slow down. So I'm going to cook that together, mix it all together, and simmer that low with onions and bell peppers and all that yada 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 in it. And here's the vegetables I'm going to be using: some Italian parsley, some chives, onions, all the bell peppers, I believe. Is it all of them? Yes, the red, the yellow, the orange, the green. I'm going to use jalapeno and onions. And we'll make this meal taste even better if you have some fresh basil, but I don't have any, so I'm not using it. And what you do, you take some basil as your meat get done, and as you let it simmer, throw that fresh basil in your meat. And you can also put some of your ricotta cheese. Anyway, so let's get started. I'm going to turn this on, mix it up, and then I'll show you when I get everything chopped up. This is what it's looking like, somewhat mixed up. I'm going to lightly season it because I'm going to season it again once I get everything incorporated into it and have it simmer. Alright, so I lightly season it with some steak seasoning, some parsley, a little bit of garlic salt, seasoning salt, and steak seasoning. I'm going to put a little bit of, well, probably put a little more than a little bit of the garlic jalapeno. And this is my first time trying this, and it's halfway gone. I'm digging this. If y'all find this, get it. I think I got this at Walmart. And I've been putting it on everything, and it's been good with everything. I'm going to put a little bit of this hot taco seasoning. I put taco seasoning in a lot of my stuff, and it doesn't make it taste like taco. It just does something to it. So I'm going to put a little bit of this in there. That's what the seasoning's looking like. See, it's not that much. I have a lot of different kind, but it's not, I don't put a lot of every one of them, just a little bit of each because I want all the flavors in there. Alright, I'm going to stir this, turn it down a little bit, and cut up my vegetables, and I'll be back. Put all of the onion and then half of that stuff in, half of my other vegetables in now, and then I'm going to put the other half in later. Now I'm going to take a few spoons of this minced garlic. That's how I was looking with the minced garlic in there. I'm going to mix it together and let it finish cooking. And once it finishes cooking, strain it, put it back in the pot, add the tomatoes, the paste, the broth, and more vegetable and herbs. I'm going to cut up this Italian parsley, and this is going to go on my ricotta cheese. If I'm not saying that right, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Alright, this side, the Italian parsley looks cut up, and I'm gonna put. I never put green onions in my ricotta cheese before, but I'm gonna put a couple of these in there and see what that's about. Gotta switch it up every now and then. I decided I'm just gonna cut up 1 green onion. I'm gonna see what the green onion tastes like, and then next time if I like it, I'll do 2. But that's 1 big green onion, so I figured.
Put on some clothes.
All right, so let me stop recording because people are All right, I'm gonna use whole milk ricotta cheese. 32 ounces. I'm going to put it in this bowl. I'm going to add an egg, and then I'm going to add my cut vegetables. Egg is in my ricotta cheese. Now I'm going to put my vegetables in there and mix it up. Alright, I'm going to add the rest of my parsley in there. So I use 1 whole thing of parsley. I put like 30% of it in my meat, and then the other, you got to do the math on that one. The percentage in my ricotta cheese. Now I'm going to add a little bit of mozzarella and parmesan in there. And that's what that looks like with the mozzarella. Add a little bit of the parmesan. Okay, so I keep thinking I'm recording. So this is the time, if you're the type of person like to put salt and pepper in your cheese, that's what you're doing now. I already put a lot of seasonings in my meat, so I'm not going to season my cheese. Usually I put pepper in there, but I'm not going to do it this time. But this is what your cheese should look like. You should see a little bit of the Parmesan in there, and all the herbs, all that herb, the parsley just in there. And if you have basil, definitely put some basil in here. Last time I did this, I put spinach in there too, and it was good. But no spinach this time. Alright. Put this in the refrigerator so when I get ready to layer my lasagna, it will... sorry, I'm tongue twisted. It's too loud in the background. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, and then when I get ready to start layering my lasagna, this will be already prepared. I don't have to do it, and it'll be just waiting for me. Alright, so I'll be back once it's time for me to start layering everything. Okay, I'm going to open up this can of roasted and onion tomato sauce. Alright. Now I asked my son to get me 1 small can of Crush and 1 small can of Dice. He got me 1 big can of Crush. So I'm going to put this in first and then see if I need some more tomato sauce. Spaghetti sauce. And this is the reason why I like getting Dice, because the Crush is so fine. It just looks like a chunky tomato sauce. And I like that texture. So I might chop up a couple of tomatoes to put in here. That's if I have any. Alright, I also told him to give me 2 cans of spaghetti sauce, and I usually don't use meat sauce because I already got some meats going on. I usually get like a traditional sauce or cheesy sauce or something like that. But this is gonna be work. This is my first time using this. This is gonna work. So this is how this looks, and I think I need more sauce because it needs to be a little more liquid because you're making a sauce here. So I'm gonna put another can of spaghetti sauce in there. Alright, so I thought I was recording. So this is how it's looking. I might have to transfer into a bigger pot so it can simmer. And here's my vegetables I'm going to put in there. My fresh Italian parsley, and then let all that. I wish I had some basil, but I don't. And this is when you put all that in there now, and then let it simmer and just marry together. Let them have a good old honeymoon for at least about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit too. Splashing, making a mess. But anyway, this is how it's looking with all my fresh vegetables in there. So I'm going to stir this up. I have to add a can of paste in there and a little bit of chicken broth if I need more sauce, and I don't think my pan is going to fit. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to finish my ricotta cheese, clean up a little bit, and I'll be back. And I'm going to add some chicken broth to it. Alright, so now I'm going to mix this paste up with my meat. So I'm going to let that simmer for about an hour. I'm going to come back in about 15-20 minutes because I'm going to see if I have any more tomatoes and chop up some tomatoes and put in there. And that's my meat sauce. I'm going to let it simmer. I'm going to taste it and to see if I need to add any more seasoning. And if I do, this is where I'll add probably the other, the other taco pack of seasoning I had, because I only put a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of that in there. And some Italian seasonings, and that's probably about it. And I'm going to cut up a couple of tomatoes and put it in there. This is what the sauce is looking like. I tasted it. It tastes like it doesn't need anything. It's something missing, but I don't know what. So I might just leave it alone. I'm going to taste it one more time. But I might add a little bit of the taco, that hot taco seasoning to it. And maybe some steak seasoning. I don't know. I could taste the garlic and everything, and it don't need no garlic, no more seasoning, salt, or nothing. It's something. I'm not quite sure what it is yet. But yeah, that's what's going on with that. Alright, so this is all I'm going to cut up. Should just cut up the rest of these, but I need some for my salad anyway. Yeah, let me go and cut them all up. As you can see, it's filled to the rim. So it got to simmer for another, it's been about 20-25 minutes, so another 25-30 minutes more, something like that. I'm gonna stir it and let it keep simmering. That's what it's looking like so far, y'all. Okay, this is the next day. I decided to put everything up. I got tired and said I'll finish it tomorrow. So I kind of warmed up. I put it in the refrigerator. It's not all the way warmed up, but we're going to finish warming up everything in the oven anyway. There's my ricotta cheese. There's my noodles. Oh, let me get my shredded cheese, and I'm going to start building our enchiladas. I mean, lasagna, my bad. There's my pan. First, you want to put down a layer of sauce. Alright, I'm kind of layering them a little bit over each other, like that. You can just do it. You don't have to do that, but this is how I like it, because I like noodles. Now I'm going to spread the ricotta cheese. Alright, that's how it's looking. Now I'm going to layer it with another... I'm going to put another layer of sauce. Layer of my meat sauce, and then layer of, this time I'm only using Monterey Jack and mozzarella. I usually like to get some type of cheddar in there, sharp or mild, but not this time. So let's get that layered. I'm going to put some Parmesan cheese, a little bit. Now we're going to put noodles. Alright, this time I start on this side with my noodles, and then put my noodles on the side the opposite way. And back and forth, back and forth. Alright, now ricotta cheese. Meat sauce, now cheese. The rest of the ricotta cheese, I'm going to spread it out. I don't know if it's going to do another layer. We're going to find out today. Alright, meat sauce. Hopefully I'll make another roll. It doesn't look like it. Got a little light because I got to make one more roll. We're going to make it do what it do. That's the top layer, and it's full to the rim. So I'm going to put nothing but the sauce on top and cheese. Hopefully it doesn't not overflow and heats up, smokes my oven out. So I'm gonna put a cookie sheet underneath it. And the noodles I didn't cook all the way because they're gonna cook for another hour in the oven, 45 minutes to an hour in the oven. So you don't have to cook them all the way. Filled all the way to the top, you guys. So I'm gonna try to cover up all my noodles with this sauce, and then I'm gonna put my last of my cheese in there, put foil in it, and put it in the oven. Put foil on it. Alright, clean up my mess. As you can see, I made a mess, and it's a little bit high. I'm gonna put some foil in it. I hope it don't bubble. And then I'll show you when I get out the oven. I'm gonna serve it with garlic bread and salad. See you in 45 minutes to an hour. I put this in at 3:15 and now it's 4:05, and as you can see, it still needs to be in there. Cheese, as I took the foil off. I forgot to put my sliced tomatoes on top, so I'm gonna want to put my parsley, and I'm thinking about putting my sliced tomatoes on top and put it back in the oven for another 30-45 minutes or something like that. And earlier when I was making this video, I was like, it's something missing. I didn't know what the season was. It was Italian season. So, well, I didn't put no Italian season in there, but I put some parsley on top. Give it a little pizzazz, and I put a sprinkle, just a little bit of Italian season on the top of it. Just because I feel like it needed that. And I'm going to cut some sliced tomatoes on top and let it cook for another 30 minutes. Alright. Now I'm going to put this in the oven and let it finish cooking. Show you when I slice into it, y'all, when I take it out the oven. This is how it looks like out the oven. About to make these kids a plate. Serve it with garlic bread and salad. That's what it's looking like, you guys. Until next time, deuces and stay blessed.
Hi, sweetie. I was just claiming I'm starving you to death while you're working.